My girlfriend is joining a sorority in college, and I don't know what to think of it. This is our second time getting back together after a breakup, and to be honest, we've had a messy past together. We've never cheated on each other, but we both just grew up a lot and decided to get back together. We've known each other for 2 years. Overall, I definitely can't say it was her fault for how things ended up. Anyways, we're both going to the same university next year, and she hinted the idea of joining a sorority, and I definitely overreacted and told her I was very uncomfortable with that idea, just because of the gruesome culture of Greek life that I'm honestly not a big fan of. She told me that she wouldn't go to very many parties, and most of the time she would try to bring me with her, which I respect. She wanted to keep an open line of communication. She also told me she wouldn't drink very much if I wasn't there, which I do have a hard time believing. I know people make horrible decisions when they're wasted, and she has a tendency to do some pretty dumb things, like being loud or disrespectful or destructive, but she assures me she won't go to Greek parties. She hasn't completely decided if she is or is not going to join the sorority, but I feel like it will just destroy our relationship, and she'll turn into some crazy wasted person, and that her being in a sorority is just going to break us apart. She also promised me she would never go to any mixers or formals without me. I do trust her, but I just can't help but worry about if she actually does go through and join one. I just don't know how things will be. I'll be living in my own apartment, and she'll be in a dorm with a roommate and promises to spend a lot of nights with me throughout the week, and promises that I'll be the one picking her up from every party she goes to without me. I have been pretty overdramatic since I figured out she's been thinking about this, and she's handled it well considering how big of a jerk I've been, but I just really don't like Greek life. But my views on it very well may be twisted. We are, after all, going to a pretty big in-state school where Greek life is quite prevalent. I guess what I'm mainly worried about is her cheating on me when she's wasted or out of control with some frat guy. But if she stays true to her word, I won't have to worry about that, right? I'm guessing most frat guys hook up with girls after the parties and not while everyone's there. At least that's what I hope. I don't know. It's just a lot for me to handle. I do trust her, but I have a hard time trusting her to a point, especially when she's wasted around other guys. And honestly, I just don't trust other guys around her and them having the opportunity to take advantage of her when she's vulnerable. What should I do? This is a tough one because I can understand where he's coming from, but like at the end of the day, this is her decision. The original poster also needs to know that not all sororities are bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some messed up stuff that's happened in the past for other sororities, and I totally recognize that there's some bad eggs out there, but I think as long as she's careful and aware of her surroundings and makes correct choices, that this really could be an uplifting experience. And it sounds like the guy wants to be involved, so I don't think there's any harm in trying at least. As long as you're careful and you stay loyal to your relationship, a lot of benefits can come from a sorority and even in some cases a fraternity. I get that it's not for everybody, but I don't think there's any harm in trying it. This guy also says that they've only been together again since their last breakup for 3 months. So it's understandable where there's hesitation and where he doesn't completely trust her, but to me it sounds like he's just being paranoid as opposed to this being from some place where there's actual legitimate concern. I think he's probably just afraid that he's going to lose his girlfriend in all honesty. But what do you think? Leave a comment down below. What would you do in this situation?
The full version of this video is on the Am I the Jerk YouTube channel, so check out the link in the description for it, and if there are any updates to this, that's where they'll be, in the same link. I know a lot of times people like to listen to the Am I the Jerk podcast to chill out or put on in the background. Sometimes people even sleep to it or they do other things while they're listening to it. But if you're ever in the mood for just some chill music you want to put on in the background while you're doing your thing, check out Easy Mode. You can search for Easy Mode on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you use, or just go to easymode.com. And as a side note, if you're a streamer on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, you can actually use Easy Mode music to put on the background of your stream for free.